Yo, so I know a lot of things happened in this week's Boruto episode that came out today, but the biggest thing that really stood out for me was just the animation. Because we didn't talk about that. Like, it just seemed higher and much more better quality, and it was upscaled throughout all the other Boruto fights we have seen up until now. And I'm sure the other Boruto fights haven't been as climactic, but seeing it was really the scenes of Boruto be climbing up on the Nue Beast, and you could see every frolicked hair. The animation upon Boruto as well. All of it just looked insane, dude. All of it looked really good. You know? All of it just looked really fucking good, and I liked it a lot. It just looked amazing. Guys, what is going on? I am AkumaNexus, bringing you here Boruto's episode 14 this week. It actually came out today. If you think I'll watch it, I would urge you to watch it on Crunchyroll. Like the video, of course. It would mean so much to me. Subscribe if you already have not. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below what you thought about it. It seemed like the Nue Beast arc is finally done. The Ghost arc is done after today's episode. So that's something that's going to be nice to indulge in our knowledge of information here, because now we're going to be getting nothing but fresh new Boruto content. And I say this because mostly of what we've been getting of Boruto has been revolved around this ghost and Boruto's eye, and put the two and two together, it makes Boruto more interesting. Now what makes Boruto more interesting more than Naruto is we don't know anything of Boruto, and I feel like that's what makes people more interested within Boruto as a character versus you know, people like Naruto, where it's like he had the nine-tailed beast since episode 1, since day 1. So it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like something we knew what was gonna happen. Like, we knew that once Boruto actually controls, or when Naruto actually controls a nine-tailed beast, we knew that he's gonna be super OP. And goddamn it, look at him. Sure that he catches off guard at the Sage Arts and stuff like that. You even see him using Sage Arts visual prowess here, but there's eyes having the Sage Arts on it. But you get my point, right? But when it comes to things like Boruto, we just know that he has potential. We don't know what his potential is going to be. We know it's an eye, but that's it. We don't know what else he's going to get throughout the lines, because nobody expected Naruto to master the Sage Arts as he did. Naruto's mastered a lot of things, and we know that Boruto is going to eventually master this eye, which we still don't know much about. And we also know as well that he masters his Rasengan technique, which he also could have a lot of iterations of Rasengan, like Naruto having 50 million versions of Rasengan. So I feel like that's what interests viewers and a lot of other people within Boruto as a character versus Naruto as a character as a child. And not to mention as well, this fight had a lot of turning points I didn't expect. For example, the Nue Beast actually prefers Sumire rather than just being an unconscious beast. From what we've seen from a lot of tailed beasts and just beasts from our perspectives here, they normally don't like the wielder at first. Zagara's Shukaku, Naruto's Kurama, and not to mention as well Naruto's summoning as well, the giant toad. I forget his name, but the giant toad. He didn't really prefer Naruto at first as well. So, you know, hindsight 50-50, we thought that this thing wouldn't be too nuts about Sumire, as it actually is insanely in love with Sumire. Kind of sees her as like a parent, like Boruto mentioned. But the animation, the fight scenes is just absolutely insane. Of course, you have Mitsuki showing off his talent yet again, but Boruto, man, he isn't too strong right now. Yeah, he's kind of trash, but man, he knows how to fight, dude. Man, it just looked nice, dude. It looked nice, bro. It looked fucking nice, dude. I'm sorry, it looked nice. I'm sorry, that shit looked. I rewatched it twice. That shit looked nice, bro. The OST also as well is absolutely amazing. I know we're not new to this OST, but I really grasped the OST this episode versus all the other episodes. Like, I've watched the OST, or I've heard the OST multiple times. This is not a new OST. You've just heard it multiple times, but I've really grasped like how amazing it truly is throughout this episode. And I feel like maybe it's because I watched it twice, but it was just really, really good. But going to the, I guess the climactic ending of what this Nue Beast is, Foundation, her mother passed away due to stress and anxiety of being shunned out by the Hidden Leaf Village, since like Sai, once the war was over, people that had anything to do with the Foundation were shunned and were seen as villains, when not everybody who was involved with the Foundation was villains. A majority of them were manipulated, and it was not their fault. They were believed to think that this is the right path, and this is the right answer, and that this is how they should go about their lives. They were believed to go down that path. It's not their fault. You saw Sai. He was learning as the day-by-day basis. Sai really just stood out and learned better because he had Naruto and Sakura Kakashi. You know, these guys had no one. So their mother falls ill and dies due to stress and anxiety from the backlash of all of that. The father goes in epileptic mayhem here, and he just kind of experiments on the daughter, and he experiments on a jutsu that Danzo was working on, and it seemed to be this Nue Beast bomb, right? It's a beast that can blow up, essentially, right? And it was planted within Samir, so I guess she's kind of like a weird Jinchuriki. It's not really a beast. Well, it's a beast, but it's not. I don't know how to. It's just a beast within her. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but you know what I'm trying to get at, right? It's interesting, right? And the most interesting thing about it, right, is this thing likes her and it does not want to cause any damage towards her. Whereas all other beasts from what we've seen in all the Naruto series has literally wanted to destroy their wielders. They wanted to kill their wielders to be set free. Whereas Nue Beast actually really likes Samir, so that's something new. Boruto seems to be surprising me every episode we get, man. Sheesh, dude. Sheesh. But the most interesting part as well is that Boruto punches through thin air and just walks through an invisible void to go right back into his actual world. Boruto is low-key OP, and I say low-key OP because he does not know how to master what he's doing. Hell, he probably doesn't even know what he's doing. He's doing it based off instinct and what the eye is instinctively like giving him knowledge towards doing. That's literally it. Boruto is low-key OP as fuck. Cause good God, my man punched thin air, a null void, a punching of thin air to head right back into his actual world. I have no fucking words. Boruto just surprised me, bruv. Boruto literally just surprised me this week. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. But Samir seems like she's gonna be in good hands now due to Sai. I really do trust Sai. I know Boruto is a little iffy right now, but I really do trust Sai. I do, because Sai came from the same backstory from her. He came from the same past, so they have a lot in common here. So I do trust Sai when it comes to things like, you know, taking care of her and bringing her into the right path. Not to mention as well, though, guys, is that Samir, for what it seems like next week's preview, is being transferred. I think it makes sense because it's kind of difficult for her to come back into this fucking school system. Hell, even the village hidden in the leaves, kind of weird for her to come back when she literally caused war. It was the nine-tailed fox all over again. She caused war, is what she did. Nowhere near as large of a war because Boruto used teleportation dojutsu. And it was his dojutsu, and he made it to where the beast and her and him are all in a completely different void, a completely different world here, and the Gozu Tenno, you could call it. And when the Gozu Tenno broke on the back of Samir, it seems the chakra just went loose, and I guess that was the opening portal for them to get the hell out of there, since it seemed like those colorful rainbows, I forget what they call them, but the stars, not the stars, but the visual colorful rainbows that we see, that was the opening, I guess you call it the door from that world that they were in versus their true world. So sheesh, Boruto really amazing me this week for this week's episode, guys. I hope Samir is in good hands, and now we're going to be into a brand new arc. You can see from a brand new ending we have as well that we're going to be in a fully new arc when it comes to Boruto from now on. It's all new stuff. It's all up from here, and I think I like that. I'm actually really interested to see the Chunin exams because we saw the Chunin exams in the movie of Boruto, so I don't know if the Chunin exams are going to be happening as soon as they typically would in a Naruto series, because after the first arc of Naruto, after the Zabuza arc, they like immediately went into the Chunin exams. So I'm hoping that they do go into the Chunin exams after this, but it's gonna be post-war now, post-little mini-war after this. Chunin exams got me so hyped though, whenever they come. And we all know right now that when Boruto fights Kawaki, that's gonna get everybody hyped. But that's not gonna be for years up until now. That's gonna be like basically Naruto as a kid first fighting Zabuza versus like Naruto and Kaguya, Naruto and Madara, some shit like that. It's gonna be years from now. So, hey, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. All new Boruto content from here on out. I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more about Boruto's eye as well. It's got me really interested because this thing seems low-key OP as shit. Also, take that plus whatever Boruto will eventually learn, like Naruto, where Naruto had the 9-tailed chakra, and then Naruto getting the Sage, and then Naruto learned iterations of the Rasengan. All of that, dude. All of that. There's a hell of rumors of Naruto getting the Rinnegan as well, which was all debunked. I honestly thought that he gonna get it, but I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. It kind of looks like Sumire is gonna be the third member of Boruto and Mitsuki's team, but we all know it is Sarada. We all know it's Sarada. She's not getting much screen time right now. Hell, she kind of seems not as much relevant as we would expect. Like, she's only truly as relevant to us guys because she's Sasuke's daughter and she plays that role. That's it. Like, the role of her potential is what makes her as relevant as she is. The potential that she has, a insane amount of chakra control, being both Uchiha and Sakura Haruno's child, as well as having the Sharingan, as well as potential Kamui, you know, potential Rinnegan, all this potential that Sarada has as well, so that also makes her just as relevant. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. I am AkumaNexus. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. I think it's way too early for me to be talking about Sarada's potential, having one of the largest potentials in the series right now, when we barely have seen much of her. So that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for watching. I am AkumaNexus. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. With that, I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.